It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
This right here is Car con Carne. Car con Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne. Car con Carne, sponsored by Easy Automation. Are you looking to transform your home, office, or business into a smart, seamlessly connected space? Easy Automation delivers custom automation solutions that are tailored to your lifestyle. Whether you're upgrading your home entertainment, streamlining your office tech, or enhancing the atmosphere in your restaurant or sports bar, they've got you covered. Their expert team designs and installs personalized systems from smart lighting and climate control to audio-video distribution and robust Wi-Fi networks, all managed through an intuitive app on your favorite device. Easy Automation makes technology work for you effortlessly, reliably, and always with your satisfaction guaranteed. Visit easy-automation.net or call my guy Dan. His phone number, his direct line, this phone number leads you right to his pocket, 630-730-3728, and take control of your environment today. Car con Carne, also sponsored by Exploding House Printing. Exploding House can help you with all of your screen printing, embroidery, and general merch needs. They are truly a local Chicago business, not terribly far from where I'm recording right now. They're over in the Hermosa neighborhood, and the focus is on small business, bands, brands, everything in between. They've worked on products for Meatwave, The Empty Bottle, The Music Box, Dante's Pizzeria, The Broke Down, so many others, and you can check out explodinghouseprinting.com to see the entire list. Jonathan at Exploding House, he's been doing this for decades, literal decades. He knows what he's doing. Besides technical expertise, he delivers production efficiency and cost awareness to offer boutique print shop quality at much lower large print shop prices. Check out their work on Instagram at Exploding House, or again, go to their website or just email info@explodinghouseprinting.com to get a quote. So, Gina Barcal has been playing in Chicago area bands for long enough to be called any number of things, from scene survivor to elder statesperson. She has emerged from a period of relative music quiet. It has been a period of relative music quiet, right? That's fair to say?
Probably close to a decade.
Of complete music quiet for a brand new release, a new Americana release, Midwest Till the End. It is her debut solo release. The EP arrives on November 7th, along with a show at the wonderful Fitzgeralds Sidebar on November 8th. That is Gina. She is here. We are sitting on a busy Logan Square Street, well, specifically Fullerton. We're sitting on Fullerton to talk about something we have in common. We are both Midwest to the end. I never considered moving.
I did.
You did?
I wanted to, and I think that's what kind of the single that just got released today, Long Tall Lover, is.
Today being Monday the 8th of September.
Released the first single, Long Tall Lover, and it actually kicks off with the first line is, "My big plan was to move out west," and I did not. So the whole song is about why that didn't happen. Because if you make a plan...
You found a Midwest boy with calloused hands.
I did.
So everything I'm listening to more or less is autobiographical. This is textbook Write What You Know on the EP.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
One of my favorite lyrics on the entire EP is from the aforementioned single Long Tall Lover. "I could barely stop from grinning, and I'm sorry, Jesus, but tonight I'm sinning."
The song is also, it is our first date. Yeah.
Okay,
so
and you just
take from that what
when you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
Had you considered moving to Nashville?
No, but my sister-in-law lives there, so I go to visit often, which is where I recorded this EP. So I think that's good enough for me. We have dug our heels into Northwest Indiana, and I know one of the other lines in the song is, "If you want to make God laugh, make a plan." Something I should know it. It's my song, but
you have some time before the Fitzgerald show.
Yeah, to learn my lyrics. But did not plan on moving out there at all. Dave, my husband, who is the song is about,
the Midwest boy
with calloused hands. He was working out in Gary a lot at the time. My dad had just passed away. My mom was sick, so having to home care, help my brother out with her in Aurora, the back and forth and the driving and not being able to take a vacation. I said, like the Kiss song, "You gotta live like you're on vacation." I was like, let's go live by the beach. So we ended up in this little town, Ogden Dunes. We're 2 blocks from the beach, and it's been insanely awesome. I never thought I'd live in Indiana.
I've seen the pictures, and it looks fabulous. By the way, the Kiss reference, you can take the girl out of Slutter, but you can't take the Slutter out of the girl.
True. In fact, the last time I did this podcast,
I was in full Kiss makeup. Mm-hmm. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, probably 10 years ago.
That's
at least
realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are. Wiser.
Yep.
I have more gear now. I've got lights.
It was dark then, so I don't even remember.
I think I may have been live on the phone, warts and all. Like, I'm actually recording and I can edit it now.
And I think Slutter, we had all had some beers.
There may have been some lubrication before the show. Yeah. So, as I think about your sound now and your sound then, when you were in Slutter, when you were in Venom Lords and Pillowmints, your vibe now, especially watching this video that you just put out today, your vibe, your look, your feel, your sound, much more Grand Ole Opry than, say, Reggie's at this point.
Yes.
Has this always been inside you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I grew up on old country music. That's all that my parents played. Man, like my dad's from the UP of Michigan. My mom is from a little river town. There's a song about them on the album too, but my mom grew up in a little river town, Savannah, Illinois, right along the Mississippi River. And when we would go up north to where my dad's from, he would be singing Commander Cody, Hot Rod Lincoln. We'd be listening to George Jones, Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline in high school. And so I always listened to it, and then I think, and sang it along with everybody in our family and stuff. But then I think as I was growing up and got older, I wanted to rebel against country music. And I got into punk and hardcore and started going to shows and, kind of rebelled against it. And then I remember hearing they covered Hot Rod Lincoln. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Oh, this is so cool. But in high school, I kind of hit it that's what I'd be listening to. Like, I'd be listening to Tanya Tucker, Patsy Cline, whatever in my car.
You're a closet country fan in high school. Yeah,
man, totally. And then one time my boyfriend at the time and a few other people were in my car. And I'm like, you know what? I just feel like listening to Patsy Cline. So I popped in the cassette and my boyfriend at the time goes, what is this? And I'm like, I pulled over and I go, get out.
You didn't really do that.
He was, yeah, I really did. My friend Jen Walter, she was a witness to it. We still laugh about it. I said, can I swear on this?
Yes.
Okay. I said, get the fuck out of my car. So I totally kicked him out because he was saying bad things about Patsy Cline.
You don't do that.
Yeah. But so I grew up listening to that, and I think it's always been in me. One of the songs on the album I wrote called "The Fire Won't Stay Alive." I wrote that like 15 years ago. I didn't have at the time. I was probably in Venom Lords. I can't remember. It just didn't fit with any of the bands that I was in, even any project bands that I tried doing. And I was like, where did that come from? And I liked it. And I didn't know anyone who played country music or wanted to. Everyone that I know is in punk or rock bands. And now there's like a huge country scene here in Chicago. And I hardly know any of those people.
So The Fire Won't Stay Alive. This is the one that lit the fuse, so to speak.
Yes.
For where we are now. And appropriately enough, the song's kind of a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to just carry the fire metaphor all the way through.
Right.
I do like that song a lot. You said you recorded this in Nashville. Was that to get in spiritual alignment, or that's just the way things fell into place?
That's just the way things fell into place, because the whole reason why this started, I wasn't setting out to do a country album at all.
Were you setting out to do an album at all after 10 years of inactivity?
Yeah, I think for posterity, I had a bunch of songs that just never fit with any bands, and they weren't necessarily country songs. They were just random songs, ideas that I had that didn't quite fit, or they just didn't go anywhere when I would play them with people. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to record these myself. So I had a few friends who, said, yeah, we'll work on those with you, or we'll record them with you. I said, I don't want to start a band. everyone I know is in a million bands. So I don't want to commit anybody to another band. And I didn't know if really I wanted to commit to a band either. So that's how it started off. And then I realized a lot of these songs, before other people can play on them, I have to finish them. And I realized that these are like kind of half-ass songs because I've always been in bands and I rely on...
Sure.
I come in with an idea. I'm used to collaborating with people, and without having a band, I'd come, with bands, I would come in and be like, I got this idea. Maybe it's a verse and a chorus. And then
we workshop it.
Yeah, we'd workshop it and finish it together. And I sit alone at home. My dogs can't play guitar or sing. So I had to finish these songs. And when I started doing that, I was realizing like, I just don't want to do these songs anymore. And then I just started writing new ones. So the Fire Won't Stay Alive, I was going to record that one as just to have all these different songs. And then I'm like, then another one came to me. I think then the next one was A Girl from a River Town about my parents. And that kind of started to have the same vibe. And then Long Tall Lover came out of nowhere in me. Like, and these songs just started coming out then. So then I had enough to go to record. And then it was back to the who's going to help me record them.
That was my question about people you're playing with. You have like a locked in band, or is this kind of like an ad hoc group of on-call players?
So the way that I did this, I was looking into, again, like, hard to commit even friends to learn these songs, learn them well enough, boss them around to get them to sound how I want to. Because again, back to when I've always been in a band before, it's been a collaboration. Mm-hmm. Even if I'm bringing in a song, it becomes, in all the bands I've been in anyway, it's become the band's song. It's no longer my song.
Right.
It's always been a democracy, every band I've been in. So this is starting to be where I'm like, it's just not working out, the timing of getting people together, again, because everyone's in 5 million bands. So I started researching and I found, some studios where I could just hire studio folks, session musicians. And again, my sister-in-law lives down there in Nashville. So kind of just poked around, asked some questions, and landed on the place that Baird Music Group. And that's where I went and recorded.
I love that. And, session musicians, Booker T and the MGs were a session band.
God. These dudes were so good. Like, my head was exploding because everything that I wanted, because in the way that we did it, I had a 2-hour initial, I sent all my, just me playing guitar and singing and my lyrics and some like reference things of how, like, what I liked, different sounds of what I liked from different artists. And then I had we had a pre-production call, a Zoom session, listened to all the songs, talked through them, talked about what I wanted, what instrumentation I wanted. Like, even to the point where I'm like, ooh, and I hear like this guitar line on this part, and I could just like hum it. Mm-hmm. So it kind of went like that. And again, because I'm so used to a democracy, I even found myself going, unless you have other ideas. And he's like, Eli, Beard is like,
that is Midwest till the end.
Yes.
That kind of behavior.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, if you have any ideas, and he goes, no. We're keeping these exactly how you wrote them and how you want them. So it was a new experience for me, and scary, because I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if this is going to sound good, or the ideas that I had in my head.
Yeah, you're used to your friends keeping you honest.
Yeah, or they're just playing along. I don't know, like appeasing me.
I think it came out great. Again, the EP comes out November 7th. It is Midwest till the end. Going back to Long Tall Lover, I mentioned that there is a video for this. Where was this recorded? Because it looks like it was, recorded in, the South circa 1945.
I filmed that in Four Corners Winery out in Valparaiso, Indiana. It was on a sweltering hot day, and I just had a Canon camera that I set up. I had my daughter and their boyfriend come and help
That's
So
amazing.
I was like,
Yeah,
here's
put them to work.
yes, I got a gimbal for the iPhone, and I really wanted I don't know if you've heard of Charlie Crockett. He's a kind of Americana country dude, out now, but well, he's been around for a long time. He's on tour now with Leon Bridges, but I love his videos. They have this nostalgic old feel, and I found the dude who filmed it reposted one of the videos, and then Charlie Crockett posted it. So then went to the dude who filmed it, and I was like asking him questions like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, what did you use to film that?" And it turned out like I have actually a nicer Canon than like the newer version of what he had. And he's like, I record all my videos with this Canon. And so I just like went in and like was dialing in the settings because I wanted that kind of feel. So, yeah.
And the B-roll in there, it looks like archival B-roll. Where did that come from?
That's just stock. I really wanted to because I had to do this quick. I had to get it done very quickly.
And it's totally DIY.
Total DIY.
Yeah.
Like I edited it.
It's not like you have a team.
No,
Yeah.
it was me and my kid. I'm like, you're going to star in it. Your boyfriend's going to star in it. You guys are going to hold the cameras. I think I took them out to dinner or something afterwards.
Seems reasonable.
But yeah, it was super DIY. But the footage came from the whole when I actually because this is what I do for a living anyway. I've managed video teams, and I'm a creative director, but for home services, which isn't as exciting. But I storyboarded out the whole idea what I wanted. And I was trying to make it feel like more people were coming in, like when you finally watch it, and it's had like that retro feel.
Yeah.
But man, to find that retro footage that's available for public use was really hard.
I can imagine.
Really hard. So the three ones that I got were the only ones I could find that were not editorial. It was tough.
Going back to the lyrics, and I'm sorry, Jesus, but tonight I'm sinning. When your husband hears that, does he think, oh God, Gina, or is he just like,
oh my God, he's into it. He's like, I'm your muse. I'm your muse. I'm like, you are.
You mentioned Girl from Rivertown, song about your parents. Based on the lyrics, was their story a love at first sight story?
Yeah. Well, so that song was written based on what my dad had said about them meeting, kind of a little bit what my mom said, and then what I witnessed from their life together. And it was, my dad was stationed in the Army in Savannah, Illinois. And there was a newspaper stand that everyone hung out around apparently. And my dad said that he was hanging out there one day, and then my mom walked up with her friends, and he told his buddy, I'm going to marry that girl someday. So that's a line in the song.
Yeah.
My mom said that, okay, my mom's version though is a little bit different because he was dating her friend. He started dating her friend, and then she went out of town, and while her friend was out of town, my mom went out with him, and then her friend was mad, but whatever. But no, like it was, they really were into each other immediately. But then the whole song kind of goes into where, life goes on, life keeps going, shit happens. And, at the end, she was right there next to him when he passed away. Wow. And I know it gets all like emo at the end of the song.
It's authentic. I mean, that authenticity comes through on the EP. Now, to that end, Whiskey Don't Fail Me Now. This is the more rockin' song on the album or EP. Are you a whiskey drinker, or is that just an easy device?
The only time I really drink whiskey is when when I used to play shows a lot more often, and if I was sick, I'd be like, yeah, whiskey and old style. That never really turned out. That wasn't a really good idea ever.
It's a classic combination, perhaps, if you're not on stage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so wasn't always a good combo for me, but I'm not a big whiskey drinker. I do like old style though, but
I do too. I like all the shitty macro beer lagers. Yeah. Big fan.
Yes. But that song, I wrote that and that evolved over time. But I actually initially wrote that after watching something on PBS about whiskey runners. I mean, and who didn't grow up in like with the Dukes of Hazzards, right?
Maybe I didn't.
But so I mean, then it just kind of became like a story. And it was the whole point of that song is really, or the underlying theme of that song is, you know, drinking and reimagining an outcome. Like you don't really, I mean, I don't want to, if you're really mad at somebody, you can in your head think of terrible things to do to them without getting in trouble and really doing it. Hopefully you don't drink and really do the terrible things.
Right. You just internalize those things. Smoky Mountain High. This is going back to your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Again, telling the stories of your life. I will never will forget the day you said, "Let's run off to Tennessee." Is that what you did?
Yeah, we eloped. Dave and I.
Why Tennessee?
I don't know. I was looking at. We're eloping because it wasn't our first rodeo. We've both been married before.
A rodeo would be an acceptable metaphor for the
yes.
CP in the Americana vibe. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I was looking for like just a weekend getaway. I don't know, like elopement packages, and they have them in the Smoky Mountains. So we ended up finding this awesome bed and breakfast. It is beautiful, overlooking the Smoky Mountains. It was just the two of us, and so that's exactly what that song is about. And then we extended the weekend and just on a whim went to Gatlinburg. Never been there before. And it was before the Gatlinburg fire. The place that we stayed at, the Tudor Inn, burned down during the fire. It was sad seeing a lot of that stuff go. But it's such a beautiful place. I'm not like Gatlinburg's kind of like Wisconsin Dells on like, you know, on the street. It's all souvenirs. But Tennessee and everything around it, the Smoky Mountains, they're so beautiful. So we just love it.
I was talking about this a couple of episodes / interviews ago, and the farther away I get from this, the more I butcher the quote and paraphrase it. But there's a quote from David Bowie, something along the lines of, again, I'm butchering this, the best thing about aging is you finally become who you're supposed to be. As I listened to this EP, as I listened to you talk, knowing your history in this scene, the music you created, I feel like you needed to do all that to get to where you are now, which feels like the most authentically you've been.
Yes.
It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like I needed to experience all the things that I went through.
Right, of course.
And especially with music, I mean, I was just hanging out with my friend Brian, who I went to high school with, and he's going to be playing bass with me for like a little show. He's just going to play some upright bass.
I love upright bass.
Yeah, and we're just talking about growing up and all the things that you go through. But I was and how we got to hear like that moment that we were playing this music together, and I'm like, man, I just wanted to sing in someone's band, and none of my friends would let me sing in their band. So I'm like, well, fuck you guys. I'm going to learn how to play guitar and I'm going to write my own songs. And here I am, you know, yeah. I've been doing it, but I feel like this is one that these are all my songs that I wrote myself. I wasn't relying on people to help me finish the songs. I needed people to get them to where they are now, but like I wrote them. So I'm super like, pat myself on the back.
Well, and this isn't teenage Gina hiding the things that interest and excite her. This is adult Gina understanding who she is, what really moves the needle for you creatively, spiritually. And here you are. And that is the CP, which is Midwest till the end. Again, this comes out on the 7th of November. Fitzgeralds Sidebar on November 8th. Then what?
I don't know, because I think, like what I was saying at the beginning when we were first talking, I said that I just wanted to record these songs for posterity. So as it's evolving and unfolding, like I've said, I don't really want to commit to a band, but now I'm like, ooh, it might be fun, but I don't know. Like, I know that I've already got another whole batch that I'm ready. I want to go record. And I think they're better.
I want to see you do more videos too.
I was kind of shocked at how quickly that came together. I would probably do it a little bit different next time.
Sure.
And if I had more time, but yeah, that's the fun part of it too. Now that's the thing too with in the 90s. I mean, we had MTV, right? A little bit. Wasn't it mostly TV shows on MTV then though?
I mean, in the 90s, I mean, the
In the
VMAs.
2000s.
Well, the 2000s, things were different. But I mean, through the 90s, I mean, the VMAs were still a big deal. Like, people paid attention to videos.
Like, so the Pillowmints 2.0, and I say 2.0 because we had two versions of Pillowmints. Jenny Madison, who was in Slutter with me, she was our drummer in Pillowmints 2.0. That was around 2000 something, I think, that we put that out. People weren't doing videos.
Right. Oh, I think we are long overdue. I've said this before. We are long overdue for a video renaissance since people like you with an iPhone and a gimbal can just go somewhere and create cool content.
Yeah. I love how people are sharing videos now. It's just, I think it's another, I mean, you have a song, you've written a song, or your band has written some song. The visuals that go along with it, I think, just reinforce it. And it might the visuals might catch something else, catch somebody's eye differently than the song.
You know, it's funny. We're recording, like I said, on Fullerton. We're just west of Kimball. We're right outside Burlington. Because we're right outside Burlington, because we're in Logan Square, every time I see dudes walking by, I just assume they're in a band that's playing Burlington. That's just the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a show going on now.
Well,
I
sure
opened the
there
door
is.
for some girl and she brought her amp in. I'm like, hi. She looked at me weird, but like, who's this old lady? Who's this
I'm
old
an
lady
elder
opening the door?
statesperson, and I'm here to welcome you to the rock club.
What's your amp? I had an amp like that too.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, I had to carry a Fender Twin. And that thing was
right.
fucking heavy.
That's right. Midwest till the end. You are. The EP, it is also Midwest till the end. Fitzgeralds Sidebar on November 8th. I think you've found you've arrived. This is what you should be doing right now. And I think you're doing great.
I don't know where else I would, or what else I'd be doing. So I hope so. It's definitely different from anything anything else that I've done. And I'm excited for the Sidebar show. I am going to have a band for that. I've been doing acoustic when I'm playing this stuff out, which sounds to me really thin and boring. But as my friend Brian was just saying yesterday too, he's like, man, it all starts. That's where it starts though.
By the way, my retirement goal, be thin and boring.
Yeah.
That's when I get there. That's
that's kind of what I've been for the past 10 years, thin and boring. But no, I'm borrowing friends to play that show. We've got Mark Ruggiero and Chris Franizak. They're both in Farewell Captain. Mike Conroy, he's pedal steel. He's in the Everly Hillbillies with Fred Morg.
I don't know the name of the band, but I love the name of I don't know the band, but that's a great name.
Everly Hillbillies?
That's amazing. I
think they're doing, I haven't gotten to see them yet, but they do covers of the Everly Brothers. How cool is that?
That's amazing.
It's like my people. They're my people.
They're totally your people. I'm your people.
Absolutely.
All right, Gina, thank you for doing this. We'll see you at Fitzgerald's.
Thank you so much.